Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon Sensei. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm reinstating Pokemon World Network, and Peregrine Muon will be helping me with other types of stuff over narration of videos for the commentary that we want this channel to be. We want it to be a Pokemon-themed TV, I'm air quoting, channel. But anyway, this is Pokemon Sensei, and today we have our key move of the day and the key concept or ability of the day, which today happens to be a key concept since somebody asked me about it. The move of the day is Haze. Haze is a very tactical move that uses well, it uses the move, of course, but it's an area effect, which in a doubles battles that'll affect every single Pokemon that's on the field, and it removes every single stat boost that would not be contributed to weather, like rock type Pokemon gaining the special defense boost from Sandstorm, or evasion from abilities or whatnot. This ability can be taken, used very, take two. This move can be used very effectively in double battles. Well, it can be used effectively in single battles to get rid of any status boosters in a singles environment, but in doubles it can be used in lots of different strategies. Like, for example, you have a Sceptile and a Blastoise out. The Blastoise has Haze, the Sceptile has Leaf Storm. You Leaf Storm something, same turn the Blastoise goes slower and hazes. Now that negative effect of Leaf Storm, where you drop special attack, is now nullified because of the Haze. And this can be used for every single one of those stat dropping moves, such as Leaf Storm, Overheat, Draco Meteor, etc. Moving on to the concept of the day. The concept of the day, somebody asked me about to explain IVs. Okay? IVs mean individual value, which is a value to that Pokemon that's unaffected by anything else except for that Pokemon. And once a Pokemon is, you see it in the wild and you catch it, or it hatches from an egg, the IVs, actually, once you get an egg and once you see a wild Pokemon, the IVs are set in stone for that particular Pokemon. IVs are different than EVs, which I'll go over probably at a later date. Are very different from them, and they are also very important because of two areas. They help in stat points. When you get to level 100, you'll get whatever IV you get. Well, not all at once. You'll get them progressively over levels, but you'll have an additional IVs are between 0 and 31. You'll get an additional 0 to 31 points progressively over your Pokemon's leveling up. And IVs also help determine hidden power type and hidden power base power for whatever hidden power that Pokemon would have, which I'll go over whenever I go over hidden power. So just explaining the stat points, because the hidden power will be in a hidden power lesson. Every IV correlates to a particular stat with a number between 0 and 31. Those numbers are randomly generated unless they're tampered with a hacking device, such as an Action Replay, Game Shark, etc. And as I said before, as the Pokemon progressively moves to level 100, it'll gain extra points based on the 0 to 31 points for the IV. To figure out an IV, because IVs, people want to know them for hidden power, and just for the higher numbers that they have, the better the Pokemon will be. A key step for that is figuring out, or is using this equation, which people use an equation. Put up the equation. I'm not reading it out loud because they use the equation, but the equation's most effective if Pokemon is at level 100. So to get around that and not leveling up to level 100, because you can't EV breed or EV train them then once they're at level 100, people use what they call an IV battle. An IV battle is where you and a friend, supposedly a friend, battle each other over Wi-Fi with it set at level 100. Then you would write down the stats and then put them into the equation that you see above. In the equation, you may be wondering what some of the terms are. Math ceiling means to round up. Math floor means to round down. Another little part about personality values, that goes with natures, which I'll go over extensively in another point. But natures have most points except for five, which don't have any negative or positive feedback. Every nature has a positive gain and a negative gain, 2 base stats of a Pokemon. And that would be 10% in either direction. So the personality values for, like, say you have a Pokemon that has an adamant nature, that means they have a plus 10% to attack, base attack, and plus 10%, or minus 10% to base special attack. And so then the personality values for those would be 1.1 for the attack and 0.9 for the special attack. Every other value for that Pokemon, since it doesn't have any effect from the nature, would just be 1. The stat, you obviously put in the max stat of the Pokemon, and effort points, that's counting all of the effort points of that particular Pokemon that it's accumulated for its entire lifespan. So I hope you have kept track of those. If you haven't, I'm sorry, you'll have to either get rid of them all through berries or whatnot. Luckily, Serby has a calculator, which I'll put a link to, which will skip all you doing the hand math for this. But keep in mind, you can still figure it out by yourself if you don't have a computer. But anyway, hopefully that has taught you guys a lesson about Haze and IVs for today. If you have any questions, post them below. Otherwise, this is Pokemon Sensei Zaki, and have a good day.